Hello there, everybody. Welcome into today's video. Greatly appreciate taking time in your day swing on over, checking it on out. We have the last GFRIEND album. We will, of course, be doing the single as well, which Season of Memories, and then which also has another song on it. Always, I think it is, which we will also check out. But this is the official kind of like last album for GFRIEND, which is very sad. That we're getting close. We have a couple more weeks. Probably we'll have the rest of this week. Sorry there wasn't a video yesterday. I got super tied up with stuff and I wasn't able to record, so I'm actually recording this on the day it's probably supposed to come out. We have their albums. There's a bunch of little dance practices. We're gonna have two, I think. I have of course dance practice. We have relay dances. We do have the blindfold dance stuff, so we're gonna be checking out the blindfold dance stuff as well. So that will be a ton of fun. We have the theory videos to go through. I have a bunch of little extra special clips that I want to do, and then we have the killing voice, as well as the final kind of little videos. That's it. We're gonna be wrapping this up. Wild. We've been at this for 6 months, 7 months, somewhere around there. I think 7 months actually, but it has been a fabulous journey, and I am very excited to get and check out this last album, see what they have cooking. Now, I was like, how do you pronounce this album? I have no idea. I was like, how do you do it? So, Walpurgis Night. Yes, that's how you pronounce it. It actually, when I put in the word, it came up with a bunch of like very interesting things. It's like a festival in Germany, almost specific, not specifically, but European, but mostly Germany. And it's like Witches Night, which is very interesting. It actually happens in April, not in October, which you would think October because of Halloween, but it has a lot of like kind of like Halloween like lore to it. It's very interesting. I was very intrigued. I was like reading up all about it because I was trying. There's like lots of like little bonfires. There's like festive gatherings, a bunch of little traditions, and I thought it was very intriguing that their album was called that, because we've been talking about different like being like kind of like witches in a sense, or to an extent, or some kind of lore around that. Of course, we're going to do the lore videos, see how on point I was or what everybody else was cooking up. But I thought that was interesting because we mentioned that, like I mentioned that quite a bit, especially in like Apple. It felt very witch-like. And then to have Walpurgis as like Walpurgis Night, referring to witch night, intriguing to me. I love it. I don't know if they did that on purpose. I'm assuming yes, because I don't know how you would name your album Walpurgis Night and not know maybe a little bit of what you're doing. So good stuff. I like that. We do have 8 songs on here. I do have all lyric and line distribution videos except for one. There is one that is just a lyric video, because apparently they had to do a live, like GFRIEND had to do a live and go through the song to let everybody know who was singing where, and that's so wild to me and very intriguing. And this lyric video is based off of that live. Okay. Lisa, everybody over in Discord, that's what the scoop was on that. So I added that in. So we're going to kick it off with Mago. We'll go Love Spell, just that one. 3 of Cups, and then GRWM or Grim, if you like want to pronounce it that way. Then we have duos. I was very excited to see duos. Some of these matchings actually I thought were gonna happen. It would have been more intriguing to me if it was like pairings that I never would have thought of. But we have Yeren and Shinbi doing Secret Diary, Son Umji doing Better Me, and then Unha and Yuju doing Night Drive. Then we'll wrap up this playlist with Wheel of the Year. That's what we have. That's it. That's all the news I have for you. Hopefully, or I survived this video. My ear has been hurting me, so I'm going through it. But we're here. But I'm excited. So let's do it. Grab a drink, grab a snack. Let's go. I did turn it up just a little bit. Okay. I'll go. I love this song. I think you all know I love this song. So I'm just walking in. And that suit of hers. Wild. And the wink. Every time. Wild. I love Yeren's tone in this song so much. The beat, so catchy. I'm very excited. Matata is a wild lie every time, but it works so well. The little like disco vibe in this song, so good. Oh, I love the little duo line. You too. Please. I went back and rewatched my reaction to this song the first time, and I lost my mind with Yuju on the pole. Rightfully so. I can't wait to see the full choreo to this. It just is so eye-catching. You get a little bit of those like disco vibes. I love this part. Jimmy goes off. Wrecking Ball. It's so good. It really is so good. Yeah, Unha had the most, right? I was very distracted by the MV once again. Yeah, Unha had the most. Which, once I watched the MV, I did realize that. And now that I know more, I know their vocal tones, I can pick them out pretty well. Now, after going through this whole deep dive, I realized in this song that Unha does have a lot of and it's just sometimes there's little accent lines too, that she has in there. Great song, but overall, distribution wise, Everybody had in like the 20-second range, except for Unha. Unha just had that 43, but really it was because there was a lot going on. She had like little in between lines here and there, just a little accent, like the Hakuna Matata line that she would do throughout the song. But I love Mago. The beat is great. The beat is so catchy to my brain. I love their cadence that they sing in. I think everybody's vocal tones are so good. I really enjoy Yaren's vocal, especially at the beginning. 10 out of 10. Love that. She sings more of her in her mid register, which I absolutely love. And fantastic. Everybody does great. I really want to see the choreo, and we will, because I have a bunch of videos tomorrow that we're going to watch. And then we also have the dance practice too. And we have, well, the relays are not really going to give us a whole lot of choreo per se, but overall we'll have tomorrow and the dance practice. Because I just want to see, they add a lot of like disco moves in there, which is very interesting. And I want to know if they add even more in to the choreo. Because you'd have like full stage wise. We'll see. All right. Love Spell. Oh, this is an interesting sound. Ooh. I love that whistle in here. This guitar is great. Ooh, so on, yes. I can see where they were like, we have to do like our own video to show you who sings what. There's a lot of like somebody reading. I love this little guitar beat though. Very groovy. Sounds very like early 2000s. Like alt rocky. Okay. What a different vibe. We really haven't heard this type of vibe from them. There is a lot. This part would be so confusing. There's a lot. That's a good little song though. Damn. All right. That's different than what we really have heard from them over these past couple of albums. That definitely had a little bit more of a rock, like an alt rock vibe. And it was good. And I can definitely see why they were like, all right, we're going to do a live for you and walk you through this song. We also might get confused as who does what, because there's a lot happening here. There's a lot of little tiny, like, especially towards the end, where they would, like, there's, like, 3 of them in, like, one little area, like, one line. Yuju was doing, like, the la la la, somebody else was doing another part, somebody was doing, like, an underline of something else. Yeah, I can see why. Great song, though. I don't think we have a live of this, though. That's very unfortunate. I love the little, alt rock, very early 2000s. That's just kind of the guitar vibe I was getting. You have that, of course, that whistle in there. That's a nice little accent too. Good stuff. How did you get here? Almost has a city pop vibe. I love me some good, like, city pop. Ooh, I love that line from Shinji. That was great. I love the horn. It's a nice little horn. Groovy song, though. Great album. Well, so far, 10 out of 10. Good vibe. Oh, you get that little saxophone in here, too. That's great. Super fun. Yeah, this gives such city pop vibes. You know what? Yaren actually would fit that city pop vibe. Her vocal tone would fit that so well. All right, that's Bop. I like that song a lot. That just has a really good little groove to it. I feel as though it screams city pop in a way to me. it just has a little bit of that cadence and vocal cadence as well that you hear a lot or quite often in city pop. And as I was listening to it, I was like, oh man, you know what? Like when Yaren would come through with her lines, it fit that sound so well. Like city pop sounds. She could do a city pop album and it would be so good. Like I'm just like picturing it right now. I'm like, oh, that'd be amazing. It really would. We kind of got like in her albums, there was like one song that kind of had that little bit of a city pop styling. But more so with this one and her vocals in here. Yeah. That's the stuff. This was great. I really like Three Cups a lot. So far, all 3 songs, of course, Mongo, I mean, that's a given. That's like one of my top faves for, especially for title tracks. And then these 2 have been a so different vibe, like sound wise, because like Love Spell gives you a little bit of that 2000 alt rock almost with the guitar in there. And then you have this like 3 Cups being more of a poppy city pop type styling. The difference is wild. Damn. Okay. Too funny. I'm pretty sure we listened to this song when we were doing our discovery. Oh, this does sound familiar. Yeah. Yeah, I remember this beat. Big beat person. Yes. Different vibe sounding songs. Get ready with me. Acronym. Got it. Not grim. So I finally had our first live, guys. Wild. There we are. I love this vocal tone. Oh, so good. Another bop. There we go, so on. I know. Classic you. What an end. Get ready with me. Okay, that's what it kind of stands for. I was like, ERWM? Graham? Get ready? But get ready with me makes so much more sense in this after hearing the song again. I'm pretty sure we did hear that song. That beat did sound familiar. Pretty sure I had it on a couple playlists. Like I said, I went through and kind of took all of GFRIEND's songs off of my playlist so I could go in this fresh. But I love this beat. We definitely have several different genres already, and I'm intrigued to see what the duo songs will sound like, because we had like a disco vibe, we've had like an alt rock vibe, we've also had city pop sound. This one has a little bit more of a dance housey kind of feel to it. You get a little bit more of that EDM sounding house dance pop in a way. So overall, genre's wild in this. Great album. I really enjoying this album a lot. I am a huge fan of putting some different sounds on albums, etc. But they've all been fantastic. And then we have, of course, our little duo moments coming up. I have no idea what we're gonna get. Okay, this tracks. I do have live performances of each one of them. Be fun. Ooh, that little hold on that note. Shinbi, yes. Oh, that sounds like both of them. Just Shinbi leading. Wild. Actually, I mean, I wouldn't say like this is wrong, but I feel like this is wrong. I really think Yaren was in there a lot more than we think that she was in. I could hear her underneath Shinbi a lot, like doing like a vocal underneath, or both doing the line and just Shinbi leading. There was a lot of times like that. I was listening. I was like, wait, I think I hear Yaren. I think she's here. She's in here somewhere. But kind of the song I was thinking that they would sing. There was two options going on in my brain that I was thinking. This kind of a little bit, not slower, but just a little tempo-wise, just kind of groovy. But I also was picturing potentially them going completely something that we wouldn't think of and doing more of a like an alt rock or like a rocky type song. But with the title Secret Diary, I was leaning more towards this styling. I would have loved if they had done something that wouldn't have been like, I wouldn't say obvious, but something that we would have expected from them. I would have loved to have seen something that wasn't expected. And maybe I'm gonna get that coming up. But I don't know. We'll see, because I think Sowon and G are next. I'm picturing pop vibe. Oh. Okay. I'm intrigued. Alright. Yes, okay. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, I love that little accent. No. Yes. Love the beats. I'm loving Umji's tone in this song. This song is great for her tone. Yes. Got a little rap. Yes, give this me. Amazing. Ooh. This is what I'm talking about. This right here. This is not something. Well, I was expecting more of a pop song, to be completely honest. I was like, oh, we might get a little pop vibe from them. This, no, I was not expecting this. And then we got a little bit of rap in here, even better. good. This is good. This is real good. The two of them together, their vocal tones actually work very, very well together. I just also love that it's like the oldest and the youngest on one song. The pairing was very interesting to me. It did match up, especially on Han Yuju. I was like, oh yeah, of course you're gonna, you know, do a little duo with them. That's just gonna be a vocal flex song coming up. But this, love their tone, their cadence. Umji had some fabulous lines in here. Especially that beginning part where she just had that little vocal inflection going up on those last little notes. Sounded so good. So good. She was like living in that kind of mid register too. We talked about how a lot of times, especially in these past couple albums, she's really like coming into her own with her vocal tone. I feel that even more in this, especially with doing like a little duo song. You get to hear a little bit more of both of them. And So On, yes. Glad So On just had her little moment. She has some great vocals. Her little rap in here, fabulous. It was more like a melody type rap from both of them, but it sounded great. It sounded really good. I'm intrigued to see if there's choreo on this live performance. I could see them, the two of them, doing a choreo for this song, for sure. I'd be shocked if we didn't have a choreo. Ooh. Yeah. That's what I felt like in the first song with Yaren. Ooh. That little like snap in here too, catchy. That little drum kick in here. Great. Don't you worry, worry, worry. 이 길 위를 지나갈 때 맘을 내려놔. 이 밤이 잘 보이게. You're the only, only, only. 네 모든 게 떠나가도 이 순간을 놓지는 마라. This moment will not over. 하루등보다 더 화려한 it's very dreamy, this song, with the instrumental. You're like, you're just hypnotized. Their vocals are so good. Okay. That little solo. drive? Facts. Legit. That beat just hits. That little bit of almost like an R&B type sound with that drum in there. And then you have this very interesting synthy, very dreamy like. But the title fits it so well. Like being Night Drive, absolutely. I can picture this just going on my driving, like little kind of like cruising playlist, and having this come on, windows down, like a nice like summer night. Yeah, that's good. Their vocals, excellent. I love that little bit towards the end with Yuju, where they like kind of slowed her down a little bit. And had that little bit of a distortion with the beat in the back. That sounded really good, actually. I was like, yes. That good stuff. That's a lot of good stuff. All three, fabulous. I was expecting something kind of like this. I was expecting a slower song from the two of them, just based off their vocal. I was picturing more of a ballad, not per se like a slower, almost R&B-ish sound with a little synth in there, just a little experimental beats. That was a little different than I was expecting, but it fit their tones very well. And we had a great blending, a lot of nice harmony. This song, line distribution wise, I feel did better than Shinbi and Yaren's, because this one did show like the underneath, because there was a lot of times where Anha was leading, and then Yuju was underneath, and they were showing that over in the line distribution. Just like a little nitpick from me. Just a little bit. But overall, all three songs are great. I still think, yes, this in my head, when I saw like who was paired with who for duo songs, I was like, oh yeah, these pairings make sense. I would have loved to have had them like mix match a little bit on pairings that you wouldn't have thought of. I don't know, like a Shinbi and so on, and like an Anha and Yaren. Even an Umji and Yuju would have been ton of fun. I would have loved to see what they would have cooked up, just based off of their like little difference in vocal styling. There's just like a lot of pairings that would have been like really fun to have seen. But I'm glad they did this. It's very interesting. You don't see this very often, having like little duo songs on an album, but a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Wheel of the Year. Oh. The alternative sounds. This would sound great with the live bands. Damn. This would be a fun live band concert song. Oh, I love this cadence, that little speed there. Again, you have a little bit of that violin in there too. What a great little song. It's such a heartbreaking song though, because this was like kind of their last one. That's good though. I can completely picture this. Them having a live band like in a concert. That would be so fun. Wow. Because this was like, if you think about it, right? This was their last one before, I mean, because Season of Memory was for the 10th year anniversary, right? I think. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. I think I'm getting my info correct if I remember. But I really like this and like the last little bit with them all harmonizing. Heartbreaking. I was just like looking. I was like, I'm sure this was, yeah. Season of Memory was their 10th debut anniversary that they came out with. So the big one would have been, this would have been like their last like big album before departing from Source Music. Wild. Heartbreaking. Great album. 10 out of 10 album. Truly. For me, absolutely. Love the styling. Love the different genres. Great that we got some little duo moments here. Like I said, wish there were a little different pairings, but overall, they sounded amazing. I really like So On and Umgees. Better Me. That was fab. No, that hit real hard. And we do have some live performances coming up that we are going to be watching. And I'm very excited. Like, yes, please. Give it to me. We will be doing, of course, the lives tomorrow. We will have a Season of Memories. We are going to be doing a Season of Memories behind the scenes content. I felt it was fitting to be like the last, like for the 10 year, just doing like a little fun behind the scenes. They did a behind the scenes MV shoot and then music show behind the scenes. And so we're going to watch both of those before jumping into the dance practices. And then we'll have the relay dance as well as like the 2x dance and blindfold stuff. So now that we have completed the albums, I can now finally watch some of the videos I've been storing away since the beginning of this deep dive. But we will be cruising through next couple weeks. We'll be wrapping it up. Like I said, I think we're looking at like the second week of June, probably somewhere around there. We'll be wrapping things up unless more videos show up that I want to do. But I'm assuming probably second, third week of June we'll be wrapping up the GFRIEND deep dive. I'll of course be taking a little mini break. And then we will be doing BBZ. So they're gonna kick off my new little series that I'm gonna be doing. Very excited. We're gonna do like kind of like a mini dive of them. It's not going to be as extensive as my deep dives, and they're only going to be a couple weeks to a month long. So we're going to be doing that, but more news on that later on as we get towards the end. So thank you everybody for joining in, hanging out with me today. Really, really appreciate it. You all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Later.